it is time for the royal appointment. For the second week in a row, I believe this is our longest streak, but who's counting? The royal appointment was not about Meghan and Harry. Well, we get kind of a Harry jab, but we'll get there. King Charles and President Biden are two of a kind. I don't rate that. This is also incredibly interesting coming from a conservative-leaning paper like The Telegraph. I was kind of expecting more of the conservative talking points we see in the US media reflected in conservative media in the UK, but okay. From Ronald Reagan horse riding with Queen Elizabeth II to Michelle Obama putting an affectionate arm around the late Queen during a 2009 visit to Buckingham Palace, these Anglo-American charm offensive pack a significant soft power punch. Maybe this is to remind us that there is still significance in the monarchy because of this soft diplomacy. I don't know. But interesting how it's affectionate arm and not a break of royal protocol. It's almost like royal protocol is made up by journalists to sell stories. This next part I call, is it foreplay? Or is it a visit between the president and the King of England? Or both? So, when Joe Biden met King Charles at Windsor Castle on Monday, all eyes were naturally on the chemistry between these two elder statesmen after the US president skipped the coronation. He did not skip. There is no precedent for the president of the United States going to the king's coronation. Make it make sense. We kind of fought a war over this. Anyway, as they warmly greeted each other and appeared to share a joke, in the castle's quadrangle, any doubts about enduring nature of UK-US relationships was swiftly allayed. Every kiss begins with Anglo-American relations. And because it bears repeating, here is what was made earlier in the week of this tactile display of diplomacy. Such was the tactile nature of the greeting that on one occasion, as the monarch felt a lingering hand on his elbow, he glanced down briefly in apparent surprise. It's giving, were you not hugged as the child, or are they about to shag? Like what? Back to the piece and our Prince Harry appearance. Camilla writes about how they have a lot in common, including errant sons that they have a problem with. Do you mean two sons who tragically lost their mothers at a very young age and have to work out this grief in front of the public? And one has unfortunately turned to drugs and other things to try to heal himself and has a father that clearly loves him and cares for him. But yet this pain is still used for media fodder, which is kind of disgusting. Yeah, the errant son comparison is not landing. Not a bit. But had to squeeze that in before the fact that they both passionately care about the environment. No broken royal protocol. Everything's good here. The end.